Merhaba arkadaşlarım. Welcome to another video, this time on the so-called Türkiye'nin ilçeleri, meaning on the districts of Turkey, which are the official second level subdivisions of the country of Turkey, or Türkiye as it's known in the Turkish language. So yeah, as usual, I'm just gonna pick a random city to start from. So let's see. Let's just generate one here, and so it's gonna be Bahçe. All right, Bahçe means garden in Turkish, and it's a city in the province of Osmaniye. And so we'll just start right there. Osmaniye is right here, and yeah, let's just start with Bahçe. So yeah, the seat or the capital, I guess, of the Osmaniye province is also called Osmaniye. And then we have Toprakkale. We have Hasanbeyli, Düzikçi, Kadirli, Sumbas, and that's it for the Osmaniye province. Let's just continue right below. Here we have the Hatay province, and this is actually already quite an exception because it's one of the only three provinces, if I'm not mistaken, in Turkey that don't have the same name as their capital city. So the capital of Hatay is called Antakya, and the only other two where this is the case are gonna be Kocaeli and Sakarya, which we're gonna get to a little bit later. So continuing here, we have Belen, İskenderun, Arsus, Samandağ. This is a little bit annoying in this quiz that very often you have these endings on the yumuşak G, so on this letter, on the G with a little diacritic mark on top of it, and this letter is not pronounced, so I guess the quiz maker RLJ, which I'm otherwise very thankful for making this quiz, decided that the one possible type-in for these kinds of districts that have the yumuşak G at the end, when you enter Samandağ, just without the yumuşak G, it already enters it, so it's gonna become clear when I continue this quiz, but yeah, it's just a little bit annoying. Da, by the way, means mountain, so in my opinion should be important to also enter the G. Just an explanation why there's usually, when I enter it, it's always the G at the end that's superfluous because yeah, it doesn't get entered. Anyways, so let's continue with Defne, Kırıkhan, Kumlu, Reyhanlı, Payas. Here we have Altınözü, and the southernmost district of Turkey is called Yayladağ. So here we have Dört Yol, we have Erzin, and that's it for Hatay province. So let's just continue here on the east side with İslahiye, Nurdağ, we have Şahin Bey, Şehit Kamil, here, by the way, I forgot to mention that the province is called Gaziantep, And Gaziantep itself is also a very big city in Turkey. I think the fifth or sixth largest. And that's why the city itself isn't actually its own district, but for administrative purposes, many of the big cities in Turkey are split up into like several districts. And so here, for example, it's the case that the capital of Gaziantep province is basically divided into these two districts here, Şehit Kamil and Şahin Bey. This is just a very common feature in for most of these provinces. So yeah, let's just continue with Yavuzeli, Araban. It's very funny. Araban, among other meanings, it means, for example, your car, or you are a car. Yeah, just random funny side fact. Then we have Nizip, Karkamış, and Oğuzeli. And let's just quickly do Kilis province here at the very south end. So Kilis is the capital, and then we have Polateli, we have Musabeyli, and Elbeyli. Alright, continuing farther east, we have the province of Şanlıurfa, and same as for Gaziantep, I'm gonna repeat this a lot, the capital is not actually Şanlıurfa. It's basically the city itself is made up of the districts of, I think it's Eyüpiye and Haliliye. And then we have Haran, Akçakale, Ceylanpınar, Viranşehir, Siverek, Hilvan, Karaköprü. We have Bozova, Halfeti, Birecik, and this one should be Suruç. Alright, so yeah, let's just do the east first in general. So here we have the province of Mardin, and same as before, although this time actually it's just one single district called Artuklu. So basically the majority of the city is just found in this one district, Artuklu. And right beside it we have Yeşilli, Ömerli, Savur, Mazı Dağı, Derik, Kızıltepe, Nusaybin, and Midyat, and also Dargeçit, which is also technically part of Mardin province. Let's just do this one quickly because we already named Sur, and Sur is one of the several districts that make up the city of Diyarbakır. And so yeah, here we have the Diyarbakır province, which is, by the way, I think the province with the highest amount of Kurdish people living in Turkey. And so the other districts of the city itself include Bağlar, Kayapınar, Yenişehir, and Eğil. So yeah, that's basically just the center part of Diyarbakır. Sorry. And then we have Ergani, Çermik, Çüngüş, here we have Dicle, Hani, Lice, Kulp, Hazro, Kocaköy. Then we have Bismil. This is Bismil and this is Silvan and Çınar. Alright, then let's continue to Batman, which is of course would be, I guess, the American pronunciation of the province of Batman. It's just funny. It's a little meme, of course, for the people that know this province. That it looks like the superhero, but of course it's just a city which gave its name, as some people say, to the legendary superhero. So we have Batman as the seat of the province. Then we have Beşeri, Çeriş, not Çeriş, what was it? Gerçiş. Mix this one up. Gerçiş. This one should be Hasankeyf. We have what was it? It's Is it Kozluk? Kozluk. Yes, it is Kozluk and Sason. Alright. Then we'll go over to Şırnak. The capital of the province of Şırnak is actually also Şırnak, so it's over right here. Then we have Cizre, İdil, Güçlü Konak, Silopi. This should be Uludere, and we have Beytüşşebap. Alright, passing on to Hakkari. So here the seat of the province, also called Hakkari, and we have Çukurca, Yüksekova, Şemdinli, and Derecik. Alright, then let's continue with the province of Siirt. The seat is also called Siirt. Tillo, Kurtalan, Baykan. We have Eruh, Pervari, and Shirvan. Shirvan, by the way, also one of the major cities in Azerbaijan. Let's just continue with Bitlis, main city also Bitlis, Ahlad. We have Güroymak. This one should be Tatvan. And by the way, in this area is one of the larger lakes if not the largest, maybe lake in Turkey, called the Van Lake. Name giver also to the province of Van, which we're gonna get to in 1 second. But so here we have Adil Cevaz. We have this district which I'm blanking on at the moment. So we should have Mutki over there. And this one I'm struggling to remember. Maybe we'll get to it later. So here we have Van province, and the capital of Van is also called Van, but as with the others, it's made up of the two districts of İpek Yolu and Tuzba. So these two districts make up the actual city of Van. And then we have Erciş, Muradiye, Çaldıran, Özalp. We have have Gürpınar, Başkale, Çatak. This should be Bahçesaray. Here again, Bahçesaray, similar to the one we started to with Bahçe in its name. And actually, Bahçesaray is also one of the bigger cities on the island of Crimea. And here we have just Saray, Edremit, and Gevash. Alright, so I'm still blanking on this one down here. I hope I'll remember it over the course of the quiz, but yeah, hopefully. Yeah, let's just pass on to the north here. We have the city of Ağrı, again, province and city with the same name. And next to Ağrı we have Taşlıçay, Diyadin, Doğu Bayazıt, which is, by the way, one of the only passovers, I think, to Iran. So yeah, Turkey has a border with Iran, even if it's not all too big, and this is one of the border crossings to the country of Iran. Then we have Hamur, Erişkirt, Tutak, and this should be Patmos. All right. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this one. We already have the province and the capital named by the name of Muş right here. And the other districts in the province are Hasköy, Korkut, Bulanık, Malazgirt, and Varto. All right. Let's go over here to the small province of Iğdır. There we also have the fascinating name of Aralık, which means December in Turkish. Then we have Karakoyunlu, I think. Yes, Karakoyunlu and Tuzluca. Yeah, let's just go further north here with the province of Kars, and the capital also Kars. So we have Akyaka, Arpaçay, Susuz, Selim, Digor, Kazman, and Sarkamış. All right, going over here to the province of Ardahan, we have Göle, Hanak, Damal, Çıldır, and Posov. Yeah, right over here next to it we have the province of Artvin. For most of these smaller provinces and cities, the capital is usually just the same name as the province, or rather by that I mean it's not split up into differently named districts. So yeah, here we also have Artvin, Yusufeli. We have Borçka, Şavşat, Ardanuç. By the way, you might notice the similar root prefixes, I guess, of some of these cities. I think, if I'm not mistaken, these like this root art means something like city in Armenian. I might be mistaken on this, but it's just generally very very noticeable that many of these cities next to Armenia start with these three letters with ART. So we have Artvin, or by that I mean like AR, and then some sort of alveolar plosive, so either T or D. So we have Artvin, Ardanuc, Ardahan, and over here in the province of Rize is Ardeşen. So I think there's some common etymology. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Maybe if someone knows, they can write it in the comments. But yeah, anyways, continuing on with the wonderful district of Kemal Pasha in the very north. Then we have Hopa, we have Murgul and Arhale. Going over to the province of Rize, where the capital district is also called Rize. We have Güneysu. Here is Çayeli, Hemşin, Çamlı Hemşin, this should be Pazar, meaning market. Here we have Fındıklı, Kalkandere, we have İkizdere, Dere Pazarı, and İyidere. Alright, let's just quickly do the province of Erzurum. Erzurum, one of the cities like before, where the city itself is actually pretty big, and so it's split up into the greater Erzurum area, meaning that there are several districts that make up the city of Erzurum, and these are Palandöken, Aziziye. By the way, I never know Yakutiye. I never know how to really pronounce these districts that have an Arabic origin, meaning that, and for example in Iye, that's, you can usually tell that they stem from some kind of Arabic origin. And so most of the like Anatolian Turkish names I pronounce more or less correctly, but especially like the stress, I never know where to put it. So yeah, if I mispronounce something, or if I do any like pronunciation errors in general, feel free to tell me in the comments. Anyway, so let's just continue with, here we already have the İlçe of Çat. We already named them before when we tried to enter Çatak here in Van province. So Çat is already named, and with that we'll continue with Aşkale. Kale, by the way, also very common ending in these district names, meaning tower or fortress, but I think more tower. Alright, so yeah, let's just continue with the district of İspir, Pazaryolu, Tortum, Uludere, no, not Uludere, Uzundere, Oltu, Şenkaya, Olur, Narman, no, yes, Narman, Pasinler, we have Köprüköy, Khorasan, or Khorasan, I think, Khorasan, what's this one, Karayazı, Karaçovan, Kınıs, and Tekman. All right. Let's go over to, I guess, Bingöl. Here, the seat of the province is also in Bingöl. So in Bingöl we have Genç, Solhan, Karlıova, Adaklı, Kiyu, Yayladere, and this should be Yedisu. Alright. Now let's just continue here with Elazığ. Here again, like it doesn't accept the yumuşak G at the end, which is quite annoying in my opinion, but so be it. So we have Keban, Ain, Baskil, Maden. This should be Sivrice. We have Alacakuyu, Alacakaya, Aracak. We have Palu. By the way, Palu is by coincidence also I think one of the largest city on the Sulawesi island in Indonesia, or at least it's one of the province capitals over there. I think like the central Sulawesi province or something. Yeah, just a side fact. Then we have Kovancılar and Karakoçan. Alright, let's just continue right here with the province of Tunceli. We have Ovacık, Pülümür. I'm having really big trouble getting used to typing these umlaut letters, which exist in German as well, but yeah, because usually not used to typing either German or Turkish. But anyways, so Nazimiye, here this should be Hozat, Çemişgezek, Pertek, and this is Mazgirt, not to be confused with Malazgirt that we had before in Muş. Alright, then let's just continue with Erzincan, Kema, this one should be İliç. What is this? Rashad? No, I think it's Refahi. Yeah, here again with these "ie" endings, I never know how to stress them. My guess is just like Refahi or Refahi. Then here we have Kemaliye, same thing. Kemaliye, Üzümlü, Tercan, Otlukbeli, and Çayırlı. Alright, let's continue with the province of Gümüşhane. Here we already named Şiran, and Gümüşhane also the seat of the province. We have Köse, Kürtün, Kelkit, and Torul. Then we have the province of Bayburt and Aydıntepe and Demirözü. Alright. Then we'll continue with Trabzon province. Here, similar to the province of Mardin, there's actually just one district which forms the capital of the province, and it's called Ortahisar. So basically the city of Trabzon itself, the district isn't called Trabzon, but it's basically identical to this one district of Ortahisar. Then we have Akçaabat, Maçka, Çarşıbaşı, I think. Vakfı Kebir. Vakfı Kebir. We have Düzköy. Tonya. Beşikdüzü. And Şalpazarı. Alright, and then we go to Yomra, Arsen, Araklı, Sürmene, Of, Hayrat, Çaykara, Dernek Pazarı, and the district of Köprübaşı. Yeah, as I said, these letters are difficult to type. Alright, let's just continue with the province of Giresun over here. Capital, same name, so then we have Keşap, Yalıdere, Güce, Espiye, I think, Espiye, Tirebolu, Doğanyurt. No, not Doğanyurt. Doğan Kent. I think Doğanyurt is in Kastamonu province. Mix them up sometimes. So Doğanyurt, Çanakçı, Görele, and of course, not to forget, Eynesil. Alright, then we have Alucra, we have Çamoluk, we have Bulancak, and Pirazis. This should be Dereli, and Şebin Karahisar. Alright. Let's jump over here. Here we have Adıyaman. By the way, we already named Tut when we tried to spell the district of Tutak over there in Ağrı province. So that's why Tut is already green. Here we'll continue with Gölbaşı, Samsat, Kahta, Gerger, Çelikan, and this one should be Besni, and the last one in Adıyaman province. What is it? Çelikan. Blanking on it right now, but maybe I'll remember it later. So yeah, just passing on to Malatya province. This is one of these other cases where the city of Malatya is confined to the district of Batalgazi. So basically the entire city is in here. Then we have Yeşilyurt, Pütürge, Doğanyol, and Doğanşehir. And here we have Kale. So continuing over here with Akçadağ, Darende, Hekimhan, Koluncak, and Yazıhan, Arguvan, and Arapgir. Alright, yeah, let's just do this one then. This is Sivas. We have Ulas, I think here. Ulaş, I mean. So Ulaş, Altınyayla, Hafik, Yıldızeli, Şarkışla, and Gemerek, Kangal, Divri. Down here we have Gürün. Alright, and over here at the top we have Gölova, Akıncılar, Su şehri, Koyulhisar, Doğanşar, Zara, and İmranlı. Alright, then let's continue over here with the province of Ordu, and again here we have Altınordu, which is the district where the city is situated, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Altın or Alt or something like this means gold. Yeah, so let's just continue with Thursday. I know, just kidding. It's called Perşembe, but Perşembe means Thursday in Turkish. So actually, quite a lot of these districts have like names if you translated them from Turkish to English, I guess. But yeah, I'm not gonna explain for hours every single meaning of every single district, and also for some of them I just might not know it. But it's actually, that's why learning the districts of Turkey was quite a pleasurable task, because you just have these names that are so like so nice. For a lot of them you can just remember what they mean, and then they stick in your head easier. Yeah, so long story short, let's continue with Fatsa, with Gülyalı, Kavadüz, we have Mesudiye, Gürgentepe, Ulubey, Gölköy, Aybastı, Kabataş, Çamaş, Çatalpınar, it's either Korgan or Korgun, because there is the respective other one in Çankırı province, but I always mix them up, so I'm just gonna 50-50 guess. Korgan, yeah, okay, it is Korgan. So the other one is gonna be Korgun. But so, alright, we have Kumru, Akkuş, Ünye, İkizce, and Çaybaşı. Alright, let's continue with Tokat province. Tokat, here by the way, we already named the districts of Pazar and Yeşilyurt. Pazar was when we named the Pazar in Rize province, this one, and Yeşilyurt when we entered the Yeşilyurt from Malatya province. It's always like this with countries that have like close to 1,000 or more than 1,000 like second level subdivisions, that you are gonna have some homonyms in terms of just like places that have the same names. Yeah, that's a feature of every country, but I think in Turkey it's actually, even though it looks quite quite green here already, it's actually reasonable. I think there's definitely countries like Romania where it's a lot worse. So yeah, just continuing here with Almus, or Almus, I don't know. Here we have Reşadiye, Başçiftlik, we have Niksar, Erba. I think here the etymology, for example, is also kind of interesting, because the name was taken from the Arabic meaning of four, which sounds something like Arba'a. But I don't know why exactly this district was named like this, but I think it comes from, you know, the Arabic word for four. Then we have Turhal, Artoa, Sulusaray, and Zile. All right, then let's continue down here with the province of Kahramanmaraş. And in Kahramanmaraş, actually, the city of Kahramanmaraş itself is divided into the two districts of Dulkadiroğlu and 12 Şubat. 12 Şubat, sorry, 12 Şubat. 12 Şubat, of course, meaning the 12th of February. And then, yeah, let's just continue with Andırın, Göksun, Pazarcık, Türkoğlu, Çağlayan, Cerit, Afşin, Elbistan, Nurhak, and Ekinözü. All right, then let's go over here. This is the province of Kayseri, and the city of Kayseri itself is divided into these five districts over here. So it's Koca Sinan, Melik Gazi, İncesu, Hacılar, and Talas. So this is basically the city of Kayseri, and the other districts in the province are Bünyan, Sarıoğlan, Özvatan, Felahiye, Akışla, Pınarbaşı, Tomarza, Sarız, Develi, Yahyazı, Yahyalı, and this should be Yeşilhisar. Alright, or here we have the province of Adana, and the city of Adana is made up of the districts of Çukurova, Karaysalı, and here I think it's a little bit disputed because the city of Adana is so big that, of course, actually that's the case for almost all of these cities. When I say it's made up of these and these districts, it's always difficult to tell how far the city really expands. So I'm sure that, for example, for Ordu in Altınordu district, like some parts of the city are also going to have overlaps with some of the other districts. But yeah, when I'm saying it's made up of these districts, it's just the official designation of it. So yeah, I think here, for example, we have Karaysalı, Çukurova, and I think Sarıçam. And I mean, technically, I guess also some of the other districts that are in the vicinity are going to contribute to the city's population. So we have Pozantı, Alada, we have İmamoğlu, here we have Ceyhan. I always mix up, one of these is Ceyhan and the other one is Seyhan, but I think this one should be Ceyhan. Oh no, this is Ceyhan, fair enough. Then this is Seyhan, Yüreğir, Yüreğir. Alright, Yumurtalık. So here, if my Turkish knowledge is correct, this is kind of a weird and funny name because yumurta means egg, and the suffix lik designates some kind of abstract concept. So, like, I guess if you translate it into English, this would be something like Agnes or something. Maybe I'm just completely stupid, but I think according to like Turkish grammar rules, that's what it should be. Anyways, we have the districts of Kozan, Fekke, Saimbeyli, Tufanbeyli. Alright, and then we just have one district left here in Adana province, and that's Karataş. Alright, let's quickly do this one here. This is Samsun province, and Samsun, the city itself, is also a giant city. So we have these this entire sequence of districts here, which makes up the city of Samsun, and those are 19 Mayıs, Atakum, İlkadın, Canik, and Tekkeköy. So this is basically the entire city of Samsun. And then we have Wednesday. No, of course, that's another joke because the city is not actually called Wednesday, it's called Çarşamba. But if you translate Çarşamba to English, it means Wednesday. So yeah, let's just continue with Terme and Salı Pazarı. No, it's not Ayancık, it's Aydın, no, it's, what is it? Ayvacık, I think. Yeah, Ayvacık, Asarcık, Kavak, Ladik, Hafsa, no, it's Hafsa, I think, yeah, Hafsa, Vezir Köprü, and Bafra, and then we have Alaçam, and here is Yakakent. Alright, let's quickly do the province of Amasya. Here we have Taşova, Suluova, Göynücek, Merzifon, Gümüşhacıköy. This also might be interesting. I think if you translate it to English, Gümüş means silver, Hacı is like a pilgrim, and köy you see quite a lot in these district names as well. It's basically just like village, I think. So yeah, this is like, I guess, the village of the silver pilgrims. Then we have Hamamözü, and that makes it for the province of Amasya. So I guess let's just continue here with the province of Yozgat. Then we have Sorgun, Yerköy, Şefaatli, or it's Şefaatli with an E sound at the end. Şefaatli, Yeni Fakılı, Boğazlıyan, Çandır, Çayıralan, What is it? It's something with Saray. It's not Sulu Saray. It's Saray Kent, right? Yeah, Saray Kent. Akdağ Madeni. Akdağ Madeni. This means like what do you call it? I think the mine, Madeni, or Maden, I think, is the mine, and Akdağ, I think, is something like White Mountain, so the mine of the White Mountain or something like this. All right, let's continue with Kağıt şehri, Çekerek, and Aydıncık. All right, let's continue here. Here we have Nevşehir, Ürgüp, Derinkuyu. So like the province itself is also called Nevşehir, like that's central district. So Derinkuyu, Acıgöl, Avanos, Kozaklı, and Hacı Bektaş. And then we have the very funny name of Gülşehir, which basically just means laughing city. So Gül is the root suffix for to laugh, and Şehir obviously is the city. So yeah, here we already have Bor in the province of Niğde, and also we have Çamarlı, Ulukışla, Altunhisar, and Çiftlik. All right. Let's just do this one here. This is the province of Çorum, and we already typed in Alaca before when we tried to type in Alacakaya in the province of Elazığ. So here we already have Alaca, and the province capital is of course Çorum as well. I'll just quickly, this is quite unrealistic that I was gonna finish the quiz in less than 1 hour, so I'll just switch it to the untimed mode. Yeah, so Alaca, Çorum, then we have Mecitözü. We have Ortaköy, İskilip, Oğuzlar, which means eyes, Dodurga, Laçin, Osmaneli. No, I always mix them up. Osmancık, and Osmaneli is the one we find in Birecik. Yeah, we're gonna get to that later. So there's Osmancık and Kargı at the very top, and then we have Uğurlu'da, Urlu'da and Bayat, and this should be Sungurlu and Boğazkale. All right. Then at the very top and bordering, of course, here we have the entire shoreline of the Black Sea. So here we have Sinop, Gerze, Dikmen, Duran, no, it's not Sulusaray, it's Saraydüzü, right? Saraydüzü, Boyabat, Erfelek, Ayancık, and Türkeli. Alright, let's just pass right over to Kastamonu province, and this is where I said before that we have, what did I say in relation to Kastamonu? Ah, yeah, Doğan Yurt. That's what I wanted to enter in Trabzon province, but not in Trabzon province, in Giresun province over here, and I always mix it up with Doğan Kent, and yeah, it's just what it is sometimes in life. Otherwise, we have Pınarbaşı over here, which we named in Kayseri already here. And then we also should have, I think, Ağrı. I don't even know. Ağrı. I don't even know why this was named, but it was named for some reason. So, Ağrı, Çiğde, Şen, Pazarı, Azdavay, Dağday, Araç, İhsan Gazi, Kastamonu, which is the capital, of course. Then this should be Tosya, Taşköprü, Hanönü, Abana, Çatal, Zeytin. Zeytin means nose. Sorry, not nose. Zeytin means olive. The reason why I say it means nose is because there's actually a in Istanbul, I guess we'll just do it right away, called Zeytinburnu, which, and burun means nose, so Zeytinburnu basically means like olive nose. That's why I just confused it right there. But we should have İnebolu, Küre, which I think means circle or something, or a sphere, I think. Seydiler, Devrekhane, and Bozkurt, the Grey Wolf. All right. Yeah, let's go a little bit quicker here. We have Ulus already in the province of Bartın. Ulus was named. And then we have Bartın, Alacakuyu, or is it Aracakuyu? No. What am I mixing up here? Is it Kurucashile? Yeah, okay, I mixed it up. I mixed these two actually, because the other one is called Amasra. Or actually, no, it doesn't sound that similar. I don't know what I just mixed up there. I think it's because of the Elazığ district of, Alacakaya. Yeah, weird mix up there, but anyways, let's give a little bit of love to the south right here for a change. So in the province of Mersin, we already named Mut right here. We named Aydıncık, and we named the wonderful district of Yenişehir, which actually makes up the center part of the city of Mersin. So the city of Mersin is basically composed of Yenişehir, Akdeniz, Toroslar, and Mezitli. And here we have Tarsus, Çamlıyayla, Erdemli, Silifke, Gülnar, something with B, which I'm blanking on. Is it Bozdoğan? No. I'll get to this one later, but this should be Anamur. By the way, what are these other blanks again? Can I remember them? No, still don't remember this one. And this should be... No, I also don't remember this one. Oh no. Yeah, I hope I'll remember them later. But for now, let's just quickly do, no, sorry. Let's just do Kırşehir over here, Kırşehir. We have Mucur, Boztepe. Here, a quick shout out to one of my Turkish friends, Züleyha, which is, I think, originally from this district right here, Çiçek Dağı. Then we have Akçakent, Akpınar, and of course, Kaman. Then let's just quickly do Kırıkkale. Here with the city with the same name as the province. Then we have Balışehir, Bahçeli, Yahşan, Karakeçili, Çelebi, Keskin, Delice, and Sulakyurt. If I'm not mistaken, by the way, Delice, I think, is also one of the bigger rivers in Turkey, such as the longest river in Turkey, actually, which also has the same name as this district, Kızılırmak, in the province of Çankırı. So here we also have Eldivan, Yapraklı, Ilgaz, Kurşunlu, Atkaracalar, Bayramören, and Çerkeş, Korgun, and Şabanözü. Let's do Aksaray next. Aksaray. We have Sultanhanı. We have Eskil. We have the Laughing Tree. Gülağaç, meaning tree that laughs, I guess, or something. Just a funny name there. We have Güzelyurt. We have what was it? Sarıyaşı or something. Yeah, okay. Sarıyaşı and Ağaçören. Alright, let's go over to the province of Karaman with the central district as well. Karaman, we have Ayrancı, we have Kazım Karabekir, and Sarıveliler, Başyayla, and Ermenek. Alright, let's just do this big one over here, the province of Konya. And yes, it's also one of the major cities of Turkey. It's divided into several districts. One of them is Meram, Selçuklu, and Karapınar. Karatay. So Karapınar is also part of the province of Konya, but not part of the city. So the city is just made up of these 3 districts, I think. And here, more towards the east, we have Halkapınar, or Halkapınar, but I think it's, yeah, never mind. We have Ereğli and Emirgazi. Alright, so here we already named the district of Kulu, right here, and south of that we have Cihanbeyli, Karatay, not Karatay, Akınözü, I think. No. Is it not Akinözü? Or Ekinözü? Is it Akinözü? It's something like this, but don't know why I can't remember it right now. Anyways, so here we have Çeltik, Yunak, Tuzlukçu, Doğanhisar, Doğanhisar, that's this one, and she is Akşehir then. Alright. Then here we have Ilgın, Kadınhanı, and Sarayönü, I think. Sarayönü. Yeah. This should be Altınöken, right? Yeah, Altınöken. Alright. Continuing with Hük, Beyşehir, Derbent. Derbent, by the way, one of the, or I think it's the southernmost city in Russia, in the Republic of Dagestan. So funny coincidence there. We have Derebucak, Seydikemer, not Seydikemer, sorry, Seydişehir, and Seydikemer is of course one of the districts in Muğla province. Here Seydikemer, but sometimes I mix them up. We have Yalehük, Ayrılı, Hadim, Güney Sınır, Çumra, Akören, and the capital of Uzbekistan, Tashkent. Alright, still don't know what this one is. What could this be? It starts with a B, I'm sure of that. It's like something like, is it Boziaza? Yeah, it's Boziaza. Okay. Then we'll go over to the province, which most likely, if you visited Turkey at all, and if you're not from Turkey, it's probably over here that you went, because it's one of the touristic hotspots of the country. And even I, the only time I've been to Turkey, I've been here in the province of Antalya. And of course, there's also the city of Antalya, but it's made up of several districts, these being one is Murat Pasha, Konyaaltı, Kepez, and I think Döşemealtı, although, no, I think, yeah, I don't know if this also belongs to the city, but I think it's mostly these three central ones here. And we already named the district of Kaş. So let's continue with Demre, Finike, Elmalı, Korkuteli, Kemer, Komluca, Serik. This is Serik, and this is Aksu, I think. Manavgat, İbradı, Akseki, Gündoğmuş, Alanya, and Gaziemir, Gazi Pasha. Alright. Let's go over to the capital of Turkey, as some of you might know, is called Ankara, and therefore, so I think the one of the biggest provinces in terms of area, maybe Konya province is even bigger, Anyways, the city of Ankara itself is made up of all of these central districts. So we have Pursaklar, Keçiören, Yeni Mahalle, Etimesgut, and I think also Altındağ, although as I said, like it's debatable which of these actually still count as the city of Ankara, but I think yeah, like Çankaya, Mamak, all of these I think are part of the city. Then we have Elmadağ, Akyurt, Kalecik, Çubuk, Kahramanmaraş, Kızılcahamam, Çamlıdere, Güdül, Ayaş, Sincan, Beypazarı, Nalhan, and here more towards the south we already have Gölbaşı over here when we named it in the province of Adıyaman. It's another homonym here, Gölbaşı, or not homonym, I keep saying homonym, but I think it's homotope or something. I don't know what the Greek names for two places that share the same name, something like this. Anyway, so here we have Pozantı, not Pozantı, Polatlı, Haymana, Bala, Evren, and of course Şeriflihisar, Şerifli Koçhisar, sorry, Şerifli Koçhisar. Alright, passing over to the province of Karabük, with the capital of the same name, of course, Karabük. We already named Ovacık in here when we spelled it, or when we typed it in for Ovacık in Tunceli province, right here. So let's go for Safranbolu, Eflani, okay. Eskipazar, and Yenice. So right above it we have the province of Zonguldak, and here we already have Devrek, I think is this one. We have Karadeniz Ereğli, which I think was typed in when we typed in the normal Ereğli over here in Konya province. And of course Karadeniz meaning the Black Sea. So as I said, like here is the entire coastline of the Black Sea. So I guess to specify which Ereğli they mean, they added the Karadeniz in front of it. So Karadeniz Ereğli, and here we have Kozlu. Then the province capital is Zonguldak, Kilimli, Gökçebey. This should be Alaplı, and Çaycuma. Then over here we have the province of Bolu with the same province capital, and we already named Seben. I think this is like very weird when you try to type in the Şebin Karahisar in Giresun province. This gets typed in also for some reason, I don't know why. So we have Kıbrıscık, Yeniçağ, Mengen, I think, Dört Divan. This should be Gerede, Mudurnu, and Göynük. Alright, let's just quickly do the province of Düzce right here. Düzce, we have Akçakoca, wait, this is Yılca, I think, right? Yılca, Kaynaşlı. This should be Gölyaka. Then we have Çilimli. Gümüşova. And this is, it's Cumayeri, I think. Cumayeri. All right. Looking good so far. Still, I can't seem to remember Çelikan. It's like right on the top of my tongue, but I don't even know which letter it starts with or anything. Same here. Yeah, still have no idea. So let's just continue with Isparta. And in Isparta we already have Aksu, I think, from where we named it in the province of Antalya. So Isparta, Eğirdir, Sütçüler, Yeni Şarbademli, we have Gelendost, Yalvaç, Şarkı Karaağaç, which is also like just a funny name. I think it means song dark tree or something. So şarkı means song, kara means black or dark, I think, and ağaç is like the tree. So I don't know what or who invented this district name, but they probably had a few drinks too much, or something. So let's continue with Senirkent, Atabey. Shout out to one of my Turkish friends, Ata, in case he's watching this. All right, yeah, let's just continue with Uluborlu, Gönen, and Keçiborlu. Right, that's it for Isparta province. Let's continue with Eskişehir province right here. And Eskişehir itself is also divided into two districts, one of them being Tepebaşı, and right below Odunpazarı. And we already named Han when we tried to type in, I think it was when we tried to type in Hanönü or something over here in Kastamonu. Alright, so we have İnönü, Mihalgazi, Alpu, Beylikova, Mihalıççık, we have Sarıcakaya, Günyüzü, Sivrihisar, Çifteler, and Mahmudiye, but I think it's Mahmudiye. And this one should be Said Gazi. Alright, then we go over to Afyon Karahisar with the capital of the same name here as well. And we already have the districts of Bayat when we tried to name it, or when we named it for Çorum, because there's also Bayat over here. And the other one is Çay, just because Çay is like a very common prefix for several of the other districts. So we have Emirdağ, Sultandağ, Bolvacin, Çobanlar, İslahiye, not İslahiye, İhsaniye, yeah. İzcehisar. We have Şuhut, Dinar, Sandıklı, Kızılören, Sinan Paşa, and Hocalar. Alright, and at the very southern tip here, also part of Afyonkarahisar province, we have İlçeler, Dağıskırı, and Başmakçı. Alright. Let's go over to these two special cases, as I mentioned right in the beginning. These two provinces over here are together with the Hatay province the exception in that the province itself, the name of the province, is different than its capital city. In fact, I think there isn't even a city of Sakarya, for example, like the name of this province. Good that I get the warning here to quickly get my charger here. Yeah, this iPad is not the youngest anymore, so it loses battery quite quickly, especially if I'm recording at the same time. Alright, yeah, we stopped at Sakarya province, of which the capital is called Adapazarı. And we also have Söğütlü, Ferizli, Karasu, Kaynarca, Kocaeli, which is funny because the province right next to it, of course, is called Kocaeli, but in Sakarya province there is a Kocaeli district. Anyway, so we have Hendek, we have Akyazı, Karapürçek, Erenler, Arifiye, Serdivan, Sapanca, so many typos, Sapanca, Pamukova, Geyve, and Taraklı. Alright, and when we're at, let's just do the Kocaeli province real quick, because here also, as I said, the capital of the province is not Kocaeli, it's İzmit. We have Kandıra, Derince, Körfez, Dilovası, it's Gebze, also one very big city on in this province. So Gebze, Darıca, and Çayırova. And here we have Kartepe, Başiskele, Gölcük, and Karamürsel. Alright, let's quickly do the province of Bilecik, where, as I said before, we already named the Osmaneli district, and from just naming the Söğütlü district in Sakarya, we already got the Söğüt, so that's why it's already green. Otherwise we have Gölpazarı, Yeni Pazar, İnhisar, Bozüyük. Then, of course, the province capital itself, Bilecik, and Pazar Yeri, which I think means marketplace, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's do Burdur. Same thing as always, Burdur is the capital province, and here we already named one of them was, I think, Altan Yayla. yes, Altın Yayla, when we had Altın Yayla in Sivas province over here with the same name. And then the other one is Kemer, when we named Kemer for Antalya. So we have Bucak, Ağlasun. We have, this should be Çeltikçi, I think, Çeltikçi, Yeşilova, Tefenni, Karamanlı, Gölhisar, and Çavdır. Alright, let's pass on to Denizli. And in Denizli, the city of Denizli itself is again divided into several districts. One of them is Pamukkale. The other ones are Sarayköy, Babadağ, and Merkezefendi. And of course, the same as always, we only named Güney, we named Kale, of course, and Bozkurt, when we entered Bozkurt over here in Kastamonu province. The gray wolf, which I think is one of the emblematic animals of Turkey itself, the gray wolf. So we have Bozkurt. Let's just continue with Baklan, Civril, Bekeli, Honaz, Çardak, Acıpayam, Serinhisar, Tavas, Beyağaç, and in the south here should be Çameli. Alright, here I forgot Buldan. Alright. Then the very small province of Uşak, not Uşak, sorry, Uşak, and of course we already have in green the district of Ulubey, because we named it in Altın Ordu, in the Ordu province, right here, Ulubey. In Uşak province we have Banaz, we have Sivaslı, Karahallı, and Eşme. Alright, passing on to the province of Kütahya. And in Kütahya we have not just the capital district Kütahya, but also Aslanapa. We have Dumlupınar. We have Gediz, which is also one of the larger rivers in the west of Turkey. In the west of Turkey, the Gediz River. We have this one, which should be Altıntaş. Right, Çavdarhisar, Emet, Hisarcık, or Hisarcık, Şaphane, Pazarlar, the markets, and this is Simaf, Tavşanlı, and Domaniç. Alright, let's go on over here to another major city, especially in the early Ottoman Empire. This was one of the most important cities right here, the city of Bursa in the province of Bursa, and it's made up of several districts, these being Nilüfer, Osman Gazi, Yıldırım, Gürsu, and Kestel. So all of these make up the city of Bursa. Then we have Mudanya, Gemlik, Orhan Gazi, İznik, İnegöl, Keles, Orhaneli, Büyük Orhan, Turkish people will know what this means, which is very funny. All right, so and then we have here the district of Harmancık, Mustafa Kemal Pasha, and Karacabey. All right. Then here we have the very small province of Yalova with the equally named capital. And then there is Tecmal, Çınarcık, Armutlu, Çiftlikköy, and Altınova. Alright, yeah, let's just do Muğla province over here, and Muğla, another one of these provinces where the capital of Muğla is situated in the district of Menteşe. So just a single district where the city of Muğla itself is located, and of course one of the major tourist hubs as well for traveling to one of the coastal cities in the Mediterranean Sea in Turkey is Bodrum. And here, by the way, we already named Seydi Kemer when I confused it with Seydişehir in the province of Konya. And we have the district of Ula, which I think was entered when I tried to name Ulaş here in Sivas province. All right, so we have Bodrum, we also have Milas, Dacia, Marmaris, Ortaca, Dalaman, Fethiye. This is Köyceğiz, I think. Köyceğiz. These two are Kavaklıdere and Yatan. Alright, and we'll just go north from here. We have the wonderful province of Aydın, and here we already named Yenipazar from the Yenipazar in Bilecik province right here. So the city of Aydın is basically situated in the district of Çine over here. Then we have Efeler, Sultan, it's Sultan Hisar, I think. Sultan Hisar. Oh, that's this one. Okay, so this is Köşk, Nazilli, Kuyucak, Buharkent. This should be Karacasu. And here's Bozdoğan. Okay, so İncirliova, Karpuzlu, Germencik, Koçarlı, Söke, Didim, and Kuşadası. Alright, and so then we get to the third biggest city of Turkey, situated in İzmir province, and of course the name of the city itself is also İzmir. And since it's so big, is divided into all of these districts that you see right here. One of them already named Çiğli, but also Karşıyaka, Bayraklı, Konak, Balçova, Narlıdere, and Güzelbahçe. So all of these districts, and I think even like Bornova is also, and yeah, like all of these I think are also part of the city Bornova, Buca, which was already entered when we tried to name Bucak for the district in Burdur over here. So Buca and Karabağlar, and I think even Gazi Emir, like all of these constitute this one was named Kemal Pasha when we named Kemal Pasha in Artvin province. But all of the other ones, like except for this one, I think they all are designated to be the city of Izmir. So yeah, let's just continue with Menemen, Foça, Aliya, Dikili, Bergama, Kınık. Then here we have Tirebolu, I think. No, not Tirebolu. No. The reason why I'm mixing it up is because it's not Tirebolu, it's just Tire, and it's already been named when we tried to name Tirebolu. Tirebolu, of course, in the province of Giresun here as well. So that's why I just mix it up. But yeah, we already have Tire and we already have Selçuk from when we tried to name Selçuklu, which is one of the districts forming the city of Konya. And so that's why it's not Tirebolu, it's Torbalı. That's why I mixed it up, because it also starts with a T. Torbalı, Bayındır, Ödemiş, Kiraz, Beyda, Menderes, Seferihisar, Urla, Dark Nose. No, just kidding. Another joke right here. So, of course, it's not Dark Nose, it's Karaburun. But when you translate it to English, I think it means like dark nose. Anyway, so we have Çeşme. Alright, then only 4 or 5, no, actually several provinces left, but we're getting to an end anyway. So we have Köprübaşı, when we try to name Köprübaşı in Trabzon province. Right here is also the other Köprübaşı. And so let's just go for Gördes, Demirci, Selendi, Kulu, Kulu, is it not? Maybe it's Kula. Yeah, Kulu was the one in Konya. We have Akhisar, Kırkağaç, meaning 40 trees, I think. Soma, what is it? Saru, did I say the name of the province? I don't know if I did. Anyway, so it's Manisa province, and Manisa as well is divided into these 2 districts right here. One of them being Yunus Emre, and the other one being Şehzadeler. So yeah, then down here we have Sarıköy, not Sarıköy, Sarıgöl, basically the yellow lake, Sarıgöl. Alaşehir, Salihli, Ahmetli, Turgutlu, and Göl Marmara. Alright, then we pass on to Balıkesir province, and in Balıkesir province we already have the district of Gönen when we tried to name it, or when we named it in Isparta, because in Isparta there's also Gönen right here, and the other one we already have is Edremit, way back when we named Edremit in Van, because here, of course, there's also Edremit district. All right, so let's just continue here with the 2 districts that make up the capital in Balıkesir, or that make up the city of Balıkesir. And these 2 districts are Savaştepe and Altı Eylül. And then we have İvrindi, Havran. Here we have Burhaniye, Gömeç, and over here in the bottom is Ayvalık, I think. Ayvalık, Balya, Karesi, Susurluk, Kepsut, Dursun Bey, Bigadiç, and Sındırgı. Alright. And here we have the districts of Manyas, Bandırma, and Erdek. And so here we get to one of really my only criticisms for the quiz, which is otherwise a really nice quiz. But yeah, first of all, the thing that I mentioned with the Yumuşak G, that the city gets accepted even though you didn't type it. And the other one is here for the Marmara Islands, because I think so these islands right here are technically designated as the districts of Marmara. But when you type in Marmara, you also type in Marmara Ereğlisi, which not only is it wrong, is it just wrong? Like it's not Marmara Eğlisi, it's Marmara Ereğlisi, but it also gets, basically it gets green when you just type in Marmara, and that's just annoying. So if RLJ ever updates this quiz again, these would be the only two issues. Otherwise, as I said, it's just a phenomenal quiz. So yeah, let's just continue with the province of Çanakkale, where we already named 4 districts. Ayvacık, we named Biga, just right here when we typed in Bigadiç for Balıkesir province. We have Yenice, from when we typed in Yenice for Karabük province over here. It's also Yenice. And of course we have Çan, right here, which is just a very common prefix for several other Turkish districts. That's why it was already green here. But the capital of Çanakkale is of course also Çanakkale. We have Enes, not Enes, sorry. We have Ezine, mix it up with Enes in Edirne. So we have Ezine, we have Bayramiç, we have Lapseki, Eceabat. Here we have these 2 islands. I keep trying to zoom into them, but it's actually quite difficult. So the smaller southern one is Bozcaada, and the slightly bigger one is Gökçeada. Ada, of course, meaning island. So Bozca Island and Gökçe Island. We have Gelibolu. And that's it for Çanakkale province. So let's just go up here for Edirne, with the same name capital here of Edirne, Süloğlu. Here at the very top, let's see if I can get here, Lalapaşa. Yeah, it's actually very annoying. Okay, this is better. So we have Lalapaşa, we have Enes, as we just wrongly named it, or just wrongly confused it with Ezine. Here we have İpsala, Keşan, Meriç, Uzunköprü, and of course not to forget Hafsa. Right, then right here we have the province of Kırıkkale, not Kırıkkale, the one I always mix it up with, Kırklareli. Yeah, Kırklareli. At the very top here is Kofçaz. We have Pınarhisar. Not, I think it is Pınarhisar. Demirköy. Lüleburgaz. Vize. Pehlivanköy. And Babaeski. All right. Then over here we have the wonderful province of Tekirdağ, and the city of Tekirdağ is situated in this district over here, which is called Süleymanpaşa. And we already have Saray, of course, in Van province. There's also Saray, that's why it's already green. And as I said, this unfortunate error here with Marmaray Reilisi, but that's just how it is. So we have Muratlı, Hayrabolu, Malkara, and Şarköy. And over here we have Kapaklı, Çerkezköy, Çorlu, and Ergene. Which brings us to our very last province, and that's the province, of course, of Istanbul. And I'm not even gonna try to name out all of the districts that encompass the actual city of Istanbul, because it's the biggest city in Turkey, as you might know. But yeah, I'm just gonna name these last few districts. So starting in the northwest, we have Çatalca, we have Silivri, we have Büyükçekmece, Arnavutköy, Eyüp Sultan, we have Başakşehir, Avcılar, Beylikdüzü, one eaten many, Beylikdüzü, Esenler, Esenyurt, so I think what this one is. We have Küçükçekmece, Bağcılar, Bahçeli Evler, and Bakırköy. So this should be Sultan Gazi, Gazi Osman Pasha, Bayrampaşa, Esenler, and Güngören. And then the only few districts left on the European side are Fatih, Beşiktaş, Kağıthane, Şişli, Beyoğlu, and Sarıyer. So that basically makes up the European part of Turkey. And then on the Asian side, we have Beykoz, Şile, Sancaktepe, Çerkezköy, it's not Çerkezköy, it's Çekmeköy. Çerkezköy, of course, is over here in Tekirdağ, but sometimes I mix it up. We have Maltepe, Pendik, Tuzla, Kartal, Sultanbeyli, and here the small district of Adalar, which just means islands basically. We have Ataşehir, Üsküdar, Ümraniye, and the last one is Kadıköy. Alright, so that was basically it. And now I'm gonna see if I can try to remember these two districts. So we have Çelikhan, and it might be Sinjuk. Yes, it's Sinjuk. And the last one over here, Bitlis, Tatvan. I actually have no idea what this last one is. I don't know why I'm blanking on it, but that's very unfortunate, because otherwise I named every single one. So yeah, no, I think I just forgot it. So yeah, I'll have to have to give up here. And let's see what it is. It's Hizan, yeah. Oh well, that seems to be a reoccurring theme on these videos, that I keep thinking that I can name all of the districts, but there's always like some small village or district name that for some reason I'm blanking on. So anyways, thanks for watching, for the Turkish people watching. İzlediğini teşekkür ederim, or something like this. And yeah, see you at the next one.